clay, dirt, the red earth. However you choose to label the surface, there's no doubt as to who is the best protagonist on it. Last month, Rafael Nadal won his 7th consecutive Monte Carlo title. A week later, he took his 6th Barcelona crown. The world #1 has won 31 clay tournaments in all. Bjorn Borg has more French Open successes, but Nadal is only one short of equalling that record. Another Swede who took the title at Roland Garros is sure the 24-year-old can now be considered the greatest clay court player of all time.
Well, I mean, if Bjorn is listening, then I'm going to have to say, Bjorn, you're still the best on clay. But no, I think Rafa has to be the best on clay now. He's not necessarily winning the tournaments easier than Bjorn Borg did on clay, but he wins them all, and he plays more than Borg did. And if he wins 6 French Opens, then it's clear on paper they are the same, but Rafa has won more.
Mats Wilander knows about playing on clay and winning majors. 3 of his 7 Grand Slam titles were at the French Open. Roger Federer still holds the record of 16 Slam successes, but Wilander is convinced that Nadal will surpass that tally before long.
I do, yeah, I do. I think he's, I mean, he's an all-court surface player these days. Again, being left-handed really helps when you play on grass or on the faster surfaces because of the serve. So, I mean, he's got all the tools, obviously. He wants to improve all the time. He's not, I don't think, looking at winning 17 Grand Slams, but he wants to improve, and I think that's another healthy way to look at tennis. Well, he's a student of the game, you know, and I think Roger Federer was a student of the game for the longest of time, and maybe lately, maybe he's thinking about winning more than improving his game, and I think Rafa is not there. He's still improving, he's still learning, and he'll take the wins as they come.
In Madrid this week, the only question seems to be, can anyone stop Nadal? Only 4 players in the main draw have ever beaten the man from Mallorca on his favourite surface: Roger Federer, David Ferrer, Juan Carlos Ferrero and Robin Soderling. But given his current form, Novak Djokovic appears to be the best placed to unseat the reigning champion. The world #2 is unbeaten this year, including 2 successes against Nadal in Indian Wells and Miami. Clay, though, is a different matter.
Well, I think Djokovic is, I mean, he's improving. I mean, can he beat Rafa Nadal on clay in 5 sets? I doubt it. Can he beat Rafa Nadal in any 5-set match? I doubt that too, because that hasn't happened yet. So yes, he's improving, he's getting closer to Rafa. He's obviously tennis-wise as good a player, but up in the head, I think that Nadal is still a little bit ahead.
He's the man to beat yeah, by a mile. I mean, he's really proven his point year after year again, and in the beginning you could say, I mean, he's doing great, but prove yourself. He's done that on plenty of occasions now, and he doesn't, you know, with style and with a lot of routine almost. So that's the tough part for the rest of the group to stay with him.
It's just a surface that, you know, he's incredibly comfortable on. You know, in a lot of the other surfaces it seems like he has to use up a lot of energy to win matches, whereas on the clay he gets through a lot of matches quite quickly, and you know, he's a great player. But beatable, and I think that's what you know, everyone in the draw has to remember, and you know, when you go on against him, you need to believe that.
Nadal's place in history is already secured, but there are plenty more titles up for grabs in the coming months and years. There are lots of opponents hoping to stop the Spaniard, but on the clay, it seems it's the impossible job.